Tech Buzz new product in, and it's from Shure. It's their new AONIC 50 wireless noise cancelling headphones generation number 2. There is the box, some languages down here. Features on the back: adjustable noise cancellation, environmental mode, long wearing, comfortable and durability, 45-hour battery life, 15 minutes provides 5 hours of use, which is pretty good. Premium communication, customizable EQ, high res USB streaming up to 32 bits, and fingertip controls. Folds flat and travel for storage. You've got your Snapdragon sound, Bluetooth, LDAC and Qualcomm aptX adaptive, and there's the rest of your specs there. And Bluetooth 5 up to 100 meters frequency range. Your premium codec support, all of them are listed there, which is pretty good. So they're looking pretty decent indeed. So let's get these out and see what they're all about. Get this off. Right, and we're presented with this. So here you can see you've got your controls, which you look at in the full review. You've got your app here in Android and iOS, Shure Plus Play app, AONIC 50 Gen 2 wireless noise cancelling, and your quick start guide. So again, it's pretty similar packaging before. So you've got a couple of buttons there by the looks of it. You've got your app and all that kind of stuff there, which we will go through in a full review as we do. So you can pause, play, restart tracks, previous track, voice assistant, answer, decline, mute, hang up, environmental mode, no EM or ANC, and active noise cancelling. And we've got a good bit. So you've got your cables as well, your LED behaviours there, specifications, neodymium drivers, 50 mils, pretty nice. And of course you've got your app, you've got your user guide there, so you get your app from that. And that's pretty much it in there. Rightio, so you've another book in here, owner's manual. You get this out. Nice glossy book. So that's all that stuff in there if you want to pause that and read that, which most people will not bother with, to be honest. But let's check out the headphones. So you've got this nice hard case with the brand name written in there, and of course it's on the zipper as well, and you carry it there. Pretty nice. And in here we get the usual bits and pieces. That's your 3.5mm cable, and that is your USB-C, USB-A cable for charging. So we'll just pop them back in there, as we won't be needing that for now. And here is the headphones. So you've got this little guy at the back with remove on it, and this tag. So we'll take that one off for a minute. Right, so you can see there you've got nice cups left and right, soft and plush. You've got a leather top here, which you can see, and again you've got a nice plush material underneath here for the headband with the Shure brand in there. I'll just give you an idea of how deep them cups are. So over here you've got your switches, all there, and you've got Bluetooth, you've got your LED, and of course you've got your charger point there. So just give you a look at what them buttons look like and how raised they are, or not in some instances there. And you've got your 3.5mm on this side, so all your controls are on this side here. And let's see, they do twist and turn here and move in and out there, and solid enough extension on both sides, and that's really about it. So this is metal here, and it seems to be fairly strong and robust. a couple of creaks when you twist it, which is to be expected because they're new anyway. But you've got a metal construction going in here, which is good by the looks of it there. It's metal anyway, and fairly solid. So what we'll do is we'll take them away as usual and test them out, come back and show you everything you need to know and how everything works with the app and all that kind of stuff. And are the cups removable? Maybe they are, we'll check that out as well as we go along. So that's just a quick unboxing. Stay tuned for the full review after the break, which will be about 2 weeks, and we'll see you then. Hello, everyone, Tech Buzz, and we're back with the Shure AONIC 50 Generation 2, which we've been testing out now for a couple of weeks, and we're going to have a chat about them today. And overall, a really good pair of headphones if you're looking for something new. Now, they are expensive. They're going to run you around €400, but we'll tell you how we think it's worth it and what they're all about. So first of all, the comfort level is really nice soft materials here and sit well in the ears, which give you a good seal from the outside world, giving you a bit more ANC than you would expect. So you've got that to consider, but you've also got ANC settings on the app itself, which we're going to look at now, which is really good. And you've got transparency mode and all that kind of stuff there if you need to have them features, but of course you do, and we're going to talk about them now. So you've got your customizable EQ. You've got up to 45 hours battery life, which is pretty good, but in real time terms you get about 42 with full volume. So again, depending on your EQ settings and your volume settings, that's going to differ from everyone else, and that's just how it works. And you've got Bluetooth 5.0 as well, which gives you up to 320 feet of range, which is probably one of the best we've seen in a while. And amongst all that, you've got crystal clear communication, and you've got enhanced environmental mode, and you've got premium headphone amplifiers. So you've got Qualcomm aptX sound, Snapdragon sound, and you've got adaptive technology for high-res music streaming, which includes AAC, SBC and LDAC codecs. So pretty much for anything that you need to do. So what we're going to do is now is bring up the app and show you that there. And this is it here. So you've got your keys here, and you might notice we've got the slider here which you can customize, which we'll look at in a minute. So you can do your environmental mode, your ANC level, by just clicking this guy up here. You can see it coincides with the app, but you can also just use the app to do the same thing. But here is where the beauty is, because if you got your environment mode on, you can really hear the difference. With nothing on, you can hear a lot as well, and with your active noise cancelling on, you're pretty much blocking out everything outside, but it sucks in what's going on outside, if you get me. So you can basically spy your next door neighbour and listen to what they're telling you. It's that good from my testing anyway. So you can see here we've got 82% left on the battery. You've got your options here, which you can just tap them as well to pick whichever mode. You've got pause plus as well, so that switches environment mode on and off when you press the button on your headphones to pause and resume. Then you've got your spatializer as well. Again, you can control it from here too. So you've got prompts and tones. You can turn them on and off. Your low battery, environment mode, mute, reminder, English and volume up high there. USB audio mode. So you've got communication and high res listening. So you've got the 32-bit support there. Multi-point, so you got dynamic. I've got set to dynamic in a minute. You've got your current audio is unaffected with a second source, and begin to play. When to charge, always you can have this here, while powered off, after 10 minutes, hour, 4 hours or never. And your customized slider, which I just mentioned to you there earlier. So this is this guy here. So you can see there, by doing that, just getting in the middle. That's how that works there. Now, like I mentioned earlier, you can put that on your equalizer or your spatializer there as well, and it'll just change over from your music, cinema and podcast, which you'll be seeing now in a second. And then of course you've got your equalizer, your vocals and all that kind of stuff in there. Your car light and your button controls, so we're going to look at those next. These are fixed controls, so you can't change them, which we're going to have a look at now in a second. So you've got these here which are already built into the other switch if you wish to do so there. And if we go back here, you've got your quick start guide, user guide and videos. And then in here is your equalizer. And here you've got your presets and your manual there, which you can see. So you've got bass boost, bass cut, treble, treble cut, vocal boost, DS, and that'll take the hiss out of it, and you've got loudness. And you can also add a new preset too. In here you can also go into your music as well, built in onto the voice. So you've got that there, and you've got other settings in here. So that's pretty much it there. So what we're going to do now is take a look at the options in here. So you can have none, music, cinema, and podcast. So there is a big difference between these equalizing settings here, and you should really pick whichever suits you best. And I think cinema is really good. If you listen to podcasts, obviously podcast is great, gives you more in-depth audio experience, and the same for music, which is really cool. So we're going to take a look at the buttons. So I'm going to get up the tracks here, and we'll just pop one up. And you can hear there is a bit of leakage on them, but when they're on you, they're not so bad. And that's it. Also on the control, if you double tap this power button, you can hear the same battery high. Doesn't give you an exact percentage, but it's there. So you got play and pause with the center button there. Volume up and down is simply here with the plus and minus. So you can hear that there still, which is pretty loud. So they are loud headphones, which is what I like. And you've got other options as well. So to skip track, you'll double press the center. A lot of the stuff centers around the middle button here, so you can basically call this an MFB button or multifunction button. 1, 2 to skip track. Reverse track, 3. As you can see there. And your volume again is like that. And your voice assistant is in the center button as well by pressing there like so, as you can see there. So that's basically how the controls are going to work on these. Everything is there on one side, which I like. Plus you've got the option there to get your battery level, but not so precise. But for an overall listening experience, really good pair of headphones, really good highs, lows and mids. No distortion, no tinniness, and all that kind of stuff there. And even playing for gaming, if you're using them for gaming, they're pretty decent as well. You've got your 3.5mm there if you want your battery, you charge it here, and battery life is pretty good, as I mentioned at the start there too. And of course the music modes option, which I think is really good. So you've music, you've got cinema and podcast, and then of course you can go in and change those if you want to do so. And you can hear your cell phone calls, pause plus, your spatializer there, and all that kind of stuff in there. So you can change that. So you got light, moderate or max aware as well. So max aware is pretty good. Like I said, you can hear what's going on, and really well worth having that there, I think. And again, you customize your slider and your call light as well. So if you're on a call, this guy is going to be lit up here, and it's as simple as that. And again, just quickly looking through the buttons there, which are pre-defined, so you can't change them. And again, if you want to change your equalizer manually, you can go in here. You can either slide like so, pretty good graph as well, or you can just use these here and put them up and down to whichever suits you best. And that's pretty much it, what you can expect inside there. So if you're like, for me, I've listened to a lot of podcasts lately, really good for podcasts if you're into that. But mostly I watch kind of YouTube and videos, but podcasts now I'm listening to a lot, but I find the podcast really good. Movie mode is excellent, or cinema mode, really good, putting you right in the center. You can hear things go from left to right, all that kind of stuff there, which you would expect to find in a pair of expensive headphones like these. And overall, a really good listening experience. And if you want to just get away from everything, put these on your head, blocks out everything outside, which is what you should be having when you want to do that. And it does a really good job. You can't hear a thing. And that's it for now for the Shure AONIC 50 Gen 2. And stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. And we'll speak to you then. And that's just them up closely before we head off. All controls there, simple to use. And of course the app is excellent as well, as we just seen there. Talk to you next one.